Yes, welcome back everybody to SimTrack's broadcast, and we are with the gRaceland Shootout Series here on this fine Saturday night. We have got a doozy here for you tonight. Qualifying is about to begin here in just a moment. Already out there in the chat, Douglas Ross has been waiting on me, and he's even calling it, saying it's going to be a crazy night of racing. Let's talk a little bit about last week where the guys raced down at Charlotte. Charlotte Motor Speedway was an awesome track out there, and I want you to keep in mind, once again, Daniel Holloway bringing it into the winner's circle. He's going to be looking to see if he can secure a beef jerky pole award here tonight at Darlington, because he has been super fast, and he's got the time, but will he be able to get it, or will somebody unseat him from the top? We're taking a look at Billy Stanley in the number 8 Chevrolet, rocking in the white and blue scheme out there this time. No, he's been black and gold before out there, and a couple other paint schemes he's rocking. Let's see how well he can do out there on the board. Do want to give a shout out there to our sponsors for the night, 5-Star Beverages, of course, and Beef Jerky Unlimited. You're looking to get a hold of some of that beef jerky, you can get a hold of Tommy DeLago out there at beefjerkyunlimited.com, or you can find them out there on Facebook. Get a hold of, contact them. I believe they have over 30 different flavors between beef, pork, and chicken. That's good stuff out there. Let's go ahead and see where our guys are getting lined up for this one, where our times are. Let's go ahead and get this going. Right now, still got a couple more drivers still out there on the track trying to get some solid times down here. There we go. Now all we've got is Adam Roberson on the top, Billy Stanley sitting second, Robert Lynch is third, Fairman fourth, Jerome Cooper is in 5th position. Robert Lynch goes ahead with a fast time on his second lap around with a 29:30. Now that'll be the mark to beat. Douglas Ross sitting 4th, and I would probably say treacherous turn number 4 is going to knock these guys all around, as Infinity Motorsports number 78 Toyota of Douglas Ross nails 4th position. I want to keep an eye really on the Candyman out there. Something tells me he's got something cocked up here for these guys here at Darlington. He knows exactly what he needs to do for a fast lap, and he's been screaming around the track all during practice, but let's see what he can get here. First lap was a 30:32. He's got to do a little better than that. Let's see what we can get. Ricky Williams gets a top 5 here. Daniel Holloway looking for a pole. Oh, second place, so close. So it looks like it'll be next week where we will be at Daytona for the finale of Season 3 here with the gRaceland Shootout Series. Robert Lynch looks like he's got himself a bag of jerky coming his way unless Ricky Williams can squeeze another one through here. Shooting down the front stretch on his final lap. Yeah, 4th position. Not too bad here out of Ricky Williams. Still got a few drivers who have yet to come out onto the track. The number 95 of Richard Suddeth, 83 of Rob Yost. I got a brand new driver of Jimmy Pyland there in the number 3 Chevrolet. And the number 11 Chevrolet is Douglas Johnson. Fireball Woody's out there as well. You know him in that number 32 Chevrolet, and David Cox in the 119. I'm waiting to see if any of those guys are able to get out there onto the track. See you guys out there in the chat. Kathy Wallace, appreciate you joining me here tonight. Looks like Randy Bledsoe just took it away from Robert Lynch. Fast time for him. Let's see what we can get going here. Right now, it seems everybody kind of sandbagging it here a little bit. About another minute left, and that may do it. Very interesting to see. Not as many guys as you would think coming out on the track here tonight. Oh, that is going to do it. Randy Bledsoe, not enough time for anybody to even get a shot at it here. Randy Bledsoe with a fantastic time. Going ahead and nailing down the pole with a 29:27. About 30 thousandths faster than Robert Lynch, though. He reaches back into the goodie bag there and gets himself a couple bags of beef jerky from Beef Jerky Unlimited. Glad to see him being able to do that. We'll head to the warm-up here in just a moment, and I want to go ahead and grab a hold of Randy Bledsoe, and we'll talk to that number 81 machine. Let's see what all he has to say. Let's grab a hold of him while we still got a little bit of time. No one is going to have any time out there on the track. Randy Bledsoe, you got a copy?
I do.
Oh, man. Well, couple of bags of beef jerky coming your way. How's it feel out there on the track tonight?
It feels pretty good. I've got a pretty good truck, I think, and I love Darlington as well. So we shall see.
All right, man. Well, I can't wait to see what exactly happens. What's the key to being fast, and what's the toughest part on the track?
Knowing where to pass and not put yourself in a bad position, and throttle control.
Throttle control. Well, everybody says treacherous turn number 4 is going to be the make or break for some of these drivers. Are you kind of feeling the same way?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting on this start.
All right. Well, I did notice during practice we had some drivers slipping and sliding, flying all around, having all sorts of trouble trying to stay tacked on there. But Randy Bledsoe, hopefully we see you in the winner's circle here tonight, or at least a podium position. Give me your shout-outs here.
I'll give a shout-out to all the league sponsors, the fans, to you, Billy, and all my family watching.
All righty. Awesome, man. Can't wait to see what you can do here tonight. Make sure you juiced up, man. I don't want you crashing on me here.
Yes, sir. I sure did. I ate before I got on.
Attaboy. All right. We'll talk to you later in the race.
Thank you.
All right. There's Randy Bledsoe, everybody, and we got a bunch of drivers out here. I do want to see if we can grab a hold of. Here we go. Let's grab a hold of Adam Roberson. Let's see. Adam Roberson, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, talk to me about the track here tonight. You know, what's it going to take to stay out of trouble and to be fast?
Obviously you just gotta be patient. Not like I didn't qualify, and I tried to set a track record, and it didn't work out on my second lap. Hit the wall. No, it's really loose for the first 4 to 5 laps. You gotta really take it easy and keep it out of the wall, and just kind of make your passes when you gotta make them. Be smart about it, and if you gotta have a green flag pit stop, you gotta get on pit road right. But I'm not gonna say it because I know too many people listen. So me and a couple practiced it, so I ain't gonna give away any secrets.
All right. Well, I did notice during practice, it seemed you were trying to really trying to narrow down, kind of nail this turn 4 exit. It just seems to be catching everybody a lot more off guard. What's different about turn number 4 that keeps catching everybody and making them kind of spin out there?
It's a lot narrower, and you gotta scrub a lot more speed off. And I mean, a lot of people try to overdrive it, and then people try to use the apron, and you're half on, half off. You're going to end up in the inside wall, come off turn 4. You really got to tip your toe around both corners, but especially 3 and 4. You can't pick the throttle up too quick. You got to really be easy with it. No full throttle for the end of the corner.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't agree with you more there. Adam Roberson, give me your shout-outs here, man, because you were right dead close in the points chase. I believe you were sitting second this week. You got a lot of work to do in the next couple of races. Give me your shout-outs.
We're going to thank 5 Star Beverages for being on my truck and being on sponsor for the league. Dave Noble, I know where he's sitting at tonight. He's sitting at the racetrack at the fairgrounds, so he's probably having a little more fun than us. Thank Tommy D with Beef Jerky Unlimited for sponsoring Polo Award and all the fans out there.
All right, Adam Roberson, appreciate you joining us here, and hopefully we'll see you later on in the race.
Thanks, sir.
All right, Adam Roberson, everybody, and that'll do it. We haven't talked to Billy in a decent while. Let's see if we can grab a hold of Billy Stanley down here. Billy, you got a copy?
10-4.
All right, man. Talk to me about this Performance Distributor Chevrolet out there. What's it going to take to win this race here tonight?
A lot of speed and patience.
Some of these. Go ahead.
No, 1 and 2 is fine. It's just 3 and 4. You can run a fast line, which is at the top if you've got enough nerve to do it, and then me running the bottom line where it's safe, and I don't have to worry about hitting the wall in 3 and 4.
Oh, yeah. Well, I notice a lot of people are spinning out in 3 and 4. Talking to Roberson, he says it gets much more narrow there, so it almost like the wall tries to come up and bite you there.
Oh, it'll jump up and grab you, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's just we're going to see how many, if we don't get yellow fever tonight, which means, a lot of cautions, we should do pretty good. I'm really looking forward to it. Like to say thanks to all the people turning in. We're going to try to put on a good show for you. Thanks Performance Distributors, Beef Jerky. We got a new time winner tonight, and we also, Simtrack. You guys are doing a great job for us. Looking forward to next season.
All right, Billy, appreciate it, man. I can't wait to see how you do. Kathy Wallace is out there rooting you on, so you put on a great show, man. Show me that white and blue Chevrolet make it in victory lane tonight.
I'll do my best, Kathy.
All right, good luck. All right, here we go. We're about to head underway. That, of course, bringing us to, you guys know. You guys already know, and that is going to bring us to one of our favorite parts in this part of the gRaceland Shootout Series as these guys get ready to grid up. We've got Richard Sudduth down here as the Grand Marshal of our race here at Darlington. He has swore to wreck a couple people out, but he's going to do his best not to. Richard Sudduth, go ahead and give it to me here, bud.
All right, drivers and Billy, start your engines.
Alrighty. Thank you, Rich Sudduth. Appreciate it, man. As these guys get these engines fired up and ready to rock and roll here, this should be a good one. I can't wait to see what these guys have as we get started at Darlington. These guys getting squared up. Let's take a look at our starting grid. Don't want to waste any more time. Randy Bledsoe and Robert Lynch sitting in the front row. Daniel Holloway, our points leader, sitting third. Ricky Williams will be fourth. Adam Roberson rocking the 5-star beverages. Number 28 Ford will be sitting in fifth with next to Billy Stanley. And for Hound Dog Racing in the number 8. Watch out for him. He's just outside the top 5. He's going to try to shoot up to the front. That moves us back to the fourth row where Douglas Ross Jr. in the number 78 Infinium Motorsports machine will be sitting seventh next to Bobby Narberg. Been doing pretty well there in that 006 Chevrolet, but he's got to go ahead and get himself a top 5 tonight to keep his charge rolling. Jerome Cooper sitting 9th with Larry Fairman, 10th position. Rob Yost, 11th for him. He'll be starting next to a brand new driver, Jimmy Pylon there. I'm going to get that, I swear, I promise. Let's go ahead and rotate on back. Richard Sudduth, sudden death, starting 13th next to David Cox in the 119. Watch for David Cox. I think he'll be on the move, and I believe, we'll see. Fireball Woody, I believe, is joined on up. There he is in the number 32 Chevrolet. And Douglas Johnson, I do not believe he took behind the wheel tonight, but that is A-OK. We'll hopefully see him in the next few races. That is going to do it. 15 drivers out here at Darlington, and I've got to say, if you guys have paid attention a little bit, this may be actually really, really good. They'll have plenty of room out there on the track, but we are back under green, and away we go. Randy Bledsoe in the front. Watch Daniel Holloway to look to take over that place quick as he doors Robert Lynch. Lynch takes a quick lick into the wall. That didn't look good. Lynch, another shot into the wall. Remember, there are no fast repairs here, and that is going to be huge as the caution's out. Oh, no. That is, ooh, boy. A lot of drivers out of this one. I think some of these guys may have just been totaled out of turn 2. Whoa. Whoa. All right, well, unfortunately, we're under caution immediately here. Give me just a second. Let's try to break this one down. Hold on just a moment, guys. From this angle, let's take a look at it. It looks like Robert Lynch is up top here. Now, I'm not saying Robert Lynch is the fault here, but let's see what happens. Lynch looks like he almost gets hooked. Him and Adam Roberson get it. Right there. Boom. Douglas Ross, the first one to get it there with Roberson. And then the pileup begins. Here comes Billy Stanley trying to shoot the gap, and I think he might just do it. Wow. Billy Stanley squeaks out. But the chaos continues. Back around Daniel Holloway. You see Richard Sudduth send it straight on in. Roberson may be out of the race for that hit. Pylon down there on the bottom, the number 3, pops Douglas Ross. A little extra insult to injury there. Wow, and Bobby Narberg got hammered. Look at Yost. Wandering on through, and I give it to Fireball. Look at Fireball Woody hanging back there like, nope, no way. I'll still take last place because he is going to go ahead and come out of this one unscathed. Sitting on that one. That moves Fireball Woody up to the 8th position. So coming from 15th to 8th after only 2 turns, not too shabby here. Out of Fireball Woody. That was a wild one there. For sure. No, a lot of hearts are going to be broken after that wreck. Drivers that were involved: Douglas Ross, Daniel Holloway, Jimmy Pilan, Adam Roberson, Richard Suddeth got caught up, Bobby Narberg got caught up, and Ricky Williams got caught up. Right now, still down pit is Jerome Cooper, Daniel Holloway, Ricky Williams, and Adam Roberson are still down pit. I believe Jimmy Pilan and Richard Suddeth may have taken it to the garage and might be out of it already. So the number 3 Chevrolet and the number 95 Chevrolet may be out of it. Here comes Robert Lynch. He's able to return back. Holy cow. Talk about a wild turn of events there. Alright, pace truck is on off here. Randy Bledsoe and Billy Stanley will now be starting in the front row. I think what we're kind of noticing here is the new tires. It's not sticking as it rolls through the middle of turn 1. So if these guys can kind of sort it out a little bit, we'll be a-okay. Randy Bledsoe, great start. Billy Stanley will be chasing him here. Number 14, Larry Fairman, gives a little pop there to the 83. The guy's already getting way loose. I have to drag that brake a little bit if they want to survive. Douglas Ross Jr., he hits that wall there a little bit, but you can't blame him. He's fighting a lot of damage out here. But still sitting top 5. Let's see what we can get going on here. Everybody single file so far. Randy Bledsoe running away with this one. Alright, because we don't count caution laps, a little shuffle up on the tower there. That leaves our last 9 drivers still alive out on the track. Robert Lynch tailing behind pretty bad here, about 8.5 seconds. He is definitely underpowered. Right now running about 144 miles an hour. He is 10 miles an hour slower than everybody else out here on the field. So he's going to have a long way to go. If this thing goes back under caution, he may be able to come back in and get some of that, some repairs done. Hopefully he doesn't blow the engine. Let's see what we can get going. Billy Stanley, highest spot here of the season, sitting second. He might be able to get a win here. But he's got to chase the ever so fast Randy Bledsoe. Let's take a look back. That's how far he's got to make up. Biggest movers of the race are Rob Yost in the 83 Ford sitting third. David Cox in the 119. He's moved up 8 as well. He only needs one more place to break himself into the top 5 here tonight. That would be an awesome chance for him to continue on. Ricky Williams looks like he's taking it to the garage. Daniel Holloway still trying to fix it. Now, that is absolutely crucial when it comes to the points. Let's talk a little bit about the points here. These guys are getting around the track. Daniel Holloway with 482, Adam Roberson 468, and Randy Bledsoe 447. Now with Holloway out of the race, best position he has so far may be 13th. This could be huge. If Randy Bledsoe won the race, Roberson's now out. He may be able to flop this field here and squeeze this, and Daytona will be ever so close come next week. Billy Stanley still holding on the lead. Still got about half a second. Not too bad. These guys are separated pretty good here. Bledsoe, Stanley, Rob Yost. All the way back here is Fairman now entering 3. Douglas Ross underpowered behind him. David Cox is behind him, sitting 6th. Bobby Narberg is 7th. Fireball Woody has that 8th position, and Rob Lynch still getting around the field here. Not too bad. I wanted to see if Randy Bledsoe was going to be caught here by Billy Stanley's. Billy looked like he may have had a little bit of a bad turn there. Or Randy Bledsoe's pedaling a little bit. Man, look at that. Even his helmet's got a slit. Riding along here with Billy Stanley for a couple laps, kind of see how he's taking it differently than everybody else. Now it looks like Randy Bledsoe is trying to ride it a little bit higher on the track, scooping it a little lower on exit. This could be pretty critical here. It looks like already Randy Bledsoe is about to catch the tail end of the field. Robert Lynch is about to be in a little bit of trouble here. Randy Bledsoe. Whoa, man. I don't know if I'd have done that. That was close. 25 laps left to go in this one. Robert Lynch now goes a lap down. Here comes Billy. Yeah, good job there by Robert Lynch. Letting these guys go on by, not really creating any sort of problems or havoc out there on the track. Unfortunately, it looks like one caution took out about 3 drivers out of our running here tonight. 2 more still remain down pit. Excuse me, 3. That being Jerome Cooper, Daniel Holloway, and Adam Roberson. Douglas Ross on his way down. I don't know if Douglas Ross has got a problem here. But he'll be going down a lap here in just a moment. There he goes. Randy Bledsoe still command and conquering here. Definitely having a great run here tonight. Rob Yost is still up 8 positions, sitting third. Not too shabby. David Cox has gone ahead and taken over that 5th place position from Bobby Narberg. Right now, David Cox looking pretty solid here. 9 positions gained for a top 5. He's going to see if he can run down Larry Fairman, but he's got about 6 seconds to make up to catch him. Fairman in the 14 Black Rifle Ford. Out there kind of doing his thing. Right now, I really give it to Billy Stanley here. Actually keeping Randy Bledsoe pretty close here. Some of these guys are trying to stretch out and, kind of reach out and get him here, but he's at least keeping it semi-close, still within a second. Bledsoe's starting to pick up the pace here, and it looks like he's maybe listening into the broadcast. Starting to pick up a lot of pace here. It's a good thing Billy was able to get out of that wreck. We saw how he slid right on through. Looked like he was almost doomed, but a quick thought there, quick thinking, and slid on through. A Fireball Woody here in 7th. Couple of drivers out there maybe thinking of some tires. Douglas Ross did come down pit on lap 11. Might be trying to switch it up a little bit. For Ross, if he pits now, we may be able to sling around a couple times, get back on the lead lap, and he's already pit. So that might be an interesting shot here. Narberg looks like he's going to be caught by Fireball. Fireball might have a shot here. Billy Stanley Something's going on here. He's falling off big time. Looks like he may be caught behind the 78 of Douglas Ross, which allowed Rob Yost to almost catch right up to his rear bumper. Let's see if we can get our chase copter cam here. Man, Billy just throws it so much harder into that turn. Now Rob Yost is gonna have to figure out something here if he wants to catch him. Bledsoe staying on a decent roll here. As Billy is now falling off by about 4 seconds. And whatever Randy Bledsoe's doing, he's really cracked up the car a little bit. So far so good. Now new favorites to win tonight were Robert Lynch and Adam Roberson. And Daniel Holloway as well. And it looks like Randy Bledsoe, we thought may have been the underdog here, is owning the track right now. Puts Bobby Narberg a lap down. And now we'll be chasing after Fireball Woody. Fireball Woody might be a little bit of trouble here. See him representing the gRaceland Shootout Series here on the spoiler. Not too bad. Whoop. A little loose there. Yeah, you can see how Fireball Woody was. We kind of listen to the engine as he's going around. You kind of hear him kind of pedaling it here a little bit. And I'm wondering if tire wear is starting to be a factor. Robert Lynch is now down pit. Been down there for about a minute and a half now. I don't know if he's suffered some damage or some engine problems now. Billy Stanley still trying to run down Bledsoe, but Bledsoe now out to almost over a 4.5 second lead, looking for 5. Pretty interesting when you can see all but the top 5 are lapped down. Some are still in pit and some are out. Daniel Holloway still trying to hold it together here. Doesn't look like he may get fixed anytime soon. He's already been down pit road about 14.5 minutes. I don't know if the iRacing officials are going to make him send it to the garage here. We'll keep an eye out right now, even if Randy Bledsoe fumbles here, or if this stays the same way all the way to the end. Right now, this would be great for all 3 of these drivers, because like as I was showing before there on the points, this could actually shake things up a whole lot. You know, some of these guys did have, do have some drop races. They cannot drop Daytona. So some of these guys who had really bad wrecks, I know Billy ended up getting totaled out of one race. I think only the first or second lap in, just ended up in the wrong place in the wrong time. But this will be Billy's chance to come out of here with a second place finish, give a couple drop races to his bad ones. And we will show you guys next week on the points update where that puts everybody. Now, that whether that stretches Daniel Holloway's race out, because he's probably going to drop this race, seeing that he has landed himself a 13th position finish. If he will decide to, if he'll decide to go ahead and continue on, but we'll see. We'll see is next week, because next week is our season finale at Daytona. And these guys are going to give it a shootout at that 2-mile track. It'll be pretty interesting to see how that goes. My memory serves me right. I believe the gentleman we are looking at now, the number 8 of Billy Stanley, won that race. Let's see. It looks like Billy Stanley on his way down pit, because Randy Bledsoe was on his way down pit. And you got to admit, maybe offset pitting might be an idea. I would question how many guys and what kind of pit strategy they would do. To me, racing, 4 tires. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind I would do 4 tires here at Darlington, because it gets pretty ugly here. You would think only maybe right sides. to maybe tighten the race car up, but you don't realize how much that left rear comes into play with guys trying to stay with their with the tires on the racing surface out there. Let's take a look, as I believe we got a new leader. Looks like Larry Fairman's been saving a little bit of fuel. He is yet to pit, and neither has David Cox in the 119. Here comes Fairman. He's on his way down. What does David Cox decide to do? Definitely did not pit with the rest of the leaders there. Maybe trying to switch it up just a little bit. David Cox on his way down pit. Let's see where this puts Randy Bledsoe. 14, just about a 15-second pit stall time for Randy Bledsoe, and this is all but over. Right now it's showing Bobby Narberg will be right behind him here. In second place, Rob Yost sitting fifth. Billy Stanley, he came down and tried a two-tire pit stop here. Now, Billy, this may work out. Billy had a 10-second pit stall time. So to set of right sides and see if that 8 Chevrolet can catch back up. Right now, this is Billy Stanley passing Narberg. That puts him into third. Rob Yost, who pit 2 laps earlier with a 17-second pit stop time. May have been fixing just a little bit of damage there. Is sitting second. Billy's got to make up about 3 seconds here on Rob Yost. Bobby Narberg on his way down pit. Douglas Ross, even after getting hammered to pieces during that one wreck, he's sitting fourth. He came down to pit on lap 11. He may have enough fuel to make it. Try to offset, so a good pit strategy by Douglas Ross here. But he's going to be fighting very, very, very worn tires. May end up a lap down here in just a moment, seeing that some of our best times are about 29 seconds out of Randy Bledsoe. We're already looking at Douglas Ross off by about 24 seconds off pace. There's their Randy Bledsoe you see coming exiting 4. Right now, the top 4 drivers still on the lead lap. Larry Fairman, 5th. Our first guy a lap down would end up getting the wave round if we went under caution. Fireball Woody sitting 6th. David Cox 7th. Bobby Narberg is... looks like Logan's trying to see if something's happened to him here, if he's working his way out of pit. Yeah, might be working his way out of pit road. That 006 has had some heavy, heavy damage. A lot to the front and a lot to the sides. He's going to be very underpowered when he goes out there. And that may have been what happened to Robert Lynch out there. As Lynch is in the pit box from 7.5 minutes now. So far so good. Looks like Billy Stanley's actually starting to pick up the pace a little bit here. Only off by less than 2.5 seconds off catching Rob Yost. I know he wants to get back up there for a second, but we've only got 3 laps left to go. And this has been all Randy Bledsoe's race. Every bit of it. So far, so good. Fellow iRacers out there, if you guys are looking for a shootout series, this is the one to be at. Check out Billy Stanley and Robert Lynch and Richard Suddeth at the GRaceland Shootout Series. You can find them at the GRacelandShootoutSeries.com or on their Facebook page and apply. We've got new drivers coming in each and every weekend, and you can give it a shot here. Some races are 25, some are 35, and I knew we did Wilkesboro. North Wilkesboro was 75 laps, so that should be a good one there. But keep in mind, there's still opportunities and possibilities out there for you to race if you do race in iRacing. And if you're looking to get into it, this is a great place to start and a great place to learn a couple different ways. Definitely some wreck avoidance. And Billy can show you how to do that. But check them out. But we are under the white flag. Randy Bledsoe looking like he has over an 8.5 second lead. And right now we are taking a look at our winner here of the Darlington race, unless he has an extreme mechanical failure here. That number 81 Chevrolet is going to be bringing it here to victory lane. Fantastic job, and Randy Bledsoe wins it here at Darlington. Followed by Rob Yost sitting in the 83 Ford. Here he comes. Billy Stanley, just not enough time. There we go. Rob Yost and Billy Stanley. Bet you some of the other guys will wish I had talked to them during the warm-up. Because I talked to at least 2 of these guys before. Because I was wondering what it was going to take to be get some speed out there and stay alive. Wow. This was all Randy Bledsoe's race. Gotta admit, 2 hound dog drivers, 1 and 3. Not too bad. Tear it up there, buddy. That was a heck of a run here tonight. Take a look at our race results, see if you can find your favorite driver out there, kind of where they ended up. Randy Bledsoe, Robert Yost, and Billy Stanley, 1, 2, and 3. Douglas Ross ended up in 4th position. Larry Fairman was 5th. Definitely a wild run here tonight, but they are all going to, we're going to have a chat with all of them here. Definitely, that was a crazy one. That first wreck was an absolute doozy. And really kind of, changed the tone for the entirety of the race. And just kind of blew it out of the water here for what happened. We can take another look at that wreck. Do want to wind back there just a little bit, and I want to take a look at the inside of Larry Fairman. Larry Fairman looked like he squeaked out of this entire deal here. Let's see how he fared during the entire wreck. One more shot at it. Man, what driving. Larry Fairman squeaking through, not too bad out of that 14 Ford. All right, guys. Hang on just a moment. We'll get all our guys here locked and loaded, and we'll have a little chat with them. Alrighty, everybody, and we have caught up with them, the number 8 Chevrolet of Billy Stanley. Man, we talked to you earlier in the race, and you said a little bit of luck would get you to the end. Would you say a little wreck avoidance would help as well?
All I can say is, yeehaw! Are you kidding me? 3rd place, man. Running with these guys. You know, I was hoping just for a top 10, but you know, they had that big mishap right there, and I just happened to go through it. No damage at all, man. And I mean, next thing I know, our points leaders are down. So it's like, okay, Randy, he needed 40 points to catch him. He might have jumped way up there for that.
Yeah, well, he definitely needed that, and it's going to really flip-flop the whole thing. If my memory serves me right, heading into the season finale next week, you were Daytona's winner as last year, was it not?
Yeah, last season. That's one of my favorite tracks right there. So.
Oh man. Oh man. So we might see that 8 Chevrolet make it back onto a podium position, if not the win. But I want to talk a little bit more about tonight. What you made a 2-tire pit stop call. Good or bad decision here in the end?
I think it was a good decision. My biggest thing was I was just going to kind of cruise around once I saw. I mean, I didn't know Rob was going to be able to catch me that quick. I guess he pitted before I did, and I was thinking thought I'd wait a little bit later to make my pit stop. And those two guys, Rob and Randy, they put on a show tonight, man. They just took off, and with just 2 tires, there's no way I could catch him once he passed me though.
That's right, man. Still an awesome race by you tonight. The wreck avoidance, I think saved half your life here tonight, man. But Billy Stanley, give me your shout-outs. We got to get you ready for your favorite track.
10-4. First off, I want to thank my sponsor, Performance Distributors. Those guys are great. I encourage anybody that's got a hot rod or, a race car, call them up, get in touch with them, they'll hook you up. Also think 5 Star Beverage, those guys are great. If you need any beverages set up, like a hotel or anything like that, they're the ones that can do it for you. And, Beef Jerky Unlimited, that's some of the best beef jerky I ever had in my life, if not the best. And, Simtrax, man, you're doing a great job, Philip. And we appreciate it, man.
Yeah, not a problem, bud. And go enjoy your celebration. I think Liz is waiting on you, man. Congratulations on your 3rd place finish.
Yeah, thanks, Rob, and, Randy. You guys put on a great show, man.
Oh, yeah. All right, everybody, and that is Billy Stanley. There, our 3rd place finisher, rotating to our 2nd place finisher, Rob Yost. I know we don't talk to Rob a whole lot, but we're going to talk to him here tonight. Rob Yost, I know you got a copy here, man. Talk to me about this race and kind of how it unfolded for you.
Man, if you go back from the original start and watch what I did, I started 11th. I saw Richard Sudduth behind me, and I told him on the radio I was going to the inside wall and letting him go. And when I came out 2, everybody was church over, so I just picked my way through it. And to be honest with you, on that restart, I did not know who was damaged, who wasn't. And then, 6, 7 laps in, we're 15 seconds ahead. I knew all I needed was a clean pit stop, undercut Billy, and I was going to finish 2nd.
Yeah, not too bad. You took 4 tires here and pit 2 laps earlier, and you were able to overcome Billy there right at the end. You were off by about 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds before your pit stop, and then you were able to beat him by 2.5 seconds. So how'd you come up with the call there on lap 24?
I'll be completely honest. I run triples, and I have a telemetry screen above my head, and in the whole hour and 20 minutes of practice, I did not pay attention to how much laps we could run. So I was sitting there, and I was like, because earlier this season, I pitted way too soon. So I didn't want to pit too soon, but I wanted to beat Billy to pit road. And I just guessed and prayed. I was all 0.7 gallons left crossing the line. But Billy kind of whiffed it, I guess, trying to get to pit road, so that kind of helped too.
Oh man, yeah. Well, dude, it was the right call here tonight. We head to Daytona next week for the season finale. Talk to me about kind of your outlook at a super speedway track.
I'm not really in the points. Unfortunately, I missed. We're gonna have 2 drops, so I'll cover the 2 races I missed. But I absolutely missed 3, so that's gonna hurt a little bit. But try to get a top 10 at least. I'm either going to qualify up front, or I'm just going to qualify or not qualify and let the guys running for the championship go for it. And whatever shakes out, shakes out. Sort of like what happened the last 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah. Well, definitely. It could be a huge upset. Rob Yost, congratulations on your 2nd place finish. Give me shout-outs here.
Yes, I would like to thank Tommy D with Beef Jerky Unlimited, 5 Star Beverages, my girlfriend Heather, my sponsor Sparkle and Shine out of Florida, all my Rat Pack and Zoo Yost Racing friends, and you for the broadcast, because you do a wonderful job every week.
Cool, appreciate it, man. I can't wait to see what you got coming up. I know they're looking to drum up the next season. I can't wait to see that 83 Ford make it there, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
All right, everybody, that's Rob Yost. Let's go ahead and get to our race winner, Randy Bledsoe. Man, oh man, did he do a job here tonight. And it was all his race. And Randy Bledsoe, we talked to you before in the race. I bet you're going to want me to talk to you again next week because the points leaders all got knocked out of this race, and you win this one. How's it feel now?
I for sure gained maximum points tonight, but there was only 9 or 10 of us in the race. I was wishing there was 20. I could have gained a lot more.
Well, it's going to definitely squeeze it down because, I mean, you came out of here with 0 incident points and things like that, so even these bonus points may actually squeeze it together. I'm not saying you were out of the running, but it was looking pretty grim. I mean, it was looking pretty far there for a good while of how we were going to see that number 81 Chevrolet make it beyond this next round. You'll have 2 drop races. And this may actually square it up pretty tight, kind of what are points in your mind at all?
Yeah, I'm anxious to see what's up with these 2 drop races, where we stack up. Just bad luck. I've had bad luck this season. And tonight proves what I can do. Tonight's what I really can do, but it's few and far in between.
All right, well, I would like to see you return as a season champ. I know Daniel Holloway's got kind of a stranglehold on that mark. What is it going to do to overtake and kind of get him at Daytona?
Well, it's pretty bad. Go back to Talladega, me, him, and Roberson. We all worked together to stay out of trouble and ended up finishing 1, 2, 3, and 5 or something like that. But I don't know. Just somebody's going to have some bad luck like tonight, pretty much.
That's all right, man. Still, it was a great run here. You said this was your favorite track, so I really can't ask you, what was the hardest part, because it seemed, I only saw you get loose just maybe a couple of times on the exit of 4 and maybe a little bit on 2, but still it was a fantastic run here. Randy Bledsoe, man, I don't know, man. This was a crazy race. Has to be a huge boost of confidence, and I can't wait to see what you do at Daytona.
Yeah, I love Daytona. I have really good luck there. We shall see.
You know who else likes Daytona? The guy who sat in 3rd.
That's right.
So we'll see if he slides under that line for the win again. Randy Bledsoe, give me your shout-outs here.
Give a shout-out to 5 Star Beverages, Beef Jerky Unlimited, to all the fans. Give a shout-out to you, family, friends watching, to Billy for being on Hound Dog Racing, and just looking forward to Daytona.
Oh, yeah, man. You got to be looking forward to Season 4. Come on.
I hear you. I'm still guessing. I'm trying to figure out which car we're going to run next year.
I can guarantee you, knowing how you guys race, I can guarantee you it's going to be the Gen 4s. And you want to put money on it?
I've pretty much won about every race I've been in those.
All right. Well, I can't wait to see, because I heard they are I heard they're a rocket on wheels, so I can't wait to see what happens. Randy Bledsoe, appreciate you joining us here tonight, man. I'll catch up with you next week.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, and that is going to do it here for tonight. Randy Bledsoe wins this one, and he needed it desperately. We'll see after the drop races, guys. Championship points will be huge, and next, at the end of next race, we will determine who the season champion is. After that, we'll be able to see kind of trophies, things like that, and then you'll be able to tune in on the GRaceland Shootout Series on their Facebook or on their webpage. Don't forget to check them out in all locations, because they are always, always, always busy. But that is going to do it here for me tonight here at Darlington. As crazy as this race was, I don't know how we'll top it. That was probably one of the worst wrecks that took out as many drivers as I've seen. And leaving so many guys not able to battle their way back. But Daytona, hopefully it's much of the same here. Is these guys will be able to survive and race maybe 15 to 20 cars deep all race. I can't wait to see how that works out. But that'll do it from me, Patrick, here at SimTrax. I'll see you guys at Daytona. So be well, be safe, be kind. I'll see all you guys next time.